What's up guys, Coach Joe here, and today we're going to be talking about something you absolutely need to stop doing when you're going for a big squat. Up here, there we go. All right, bring it in. What's up guys, Coach Joe here at the Lions Den. I own this gym, bought it off Craigslist last Sunday, came in great condition. But more importantly, today we're gonna be talking about something you need to stop doing when you're squatting. And if you guys know me, I have a pretty extensive background in strength sports, coming from Olympic lifting, strongman, CrossFit, powerlifting, and occasionally on the weekends I do Zumba for fun in spandex. But let's get to the bottom of it. So when it comes to the squat, first off, my highest squat right now is 655. And since I'm in the gym all the time, I get to see people squatting all day, every day. And this is something I have seen a lot of. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of input as a coach to maybe help you out, because chances are if people are doing it in here at the Lions Den, not anymore, but you may be doing it at your gym or see somebody doing it and they need to be corrected, or you need to be corrected. Now, in terms of the squat, I don't care if you guys are doing high bar or low bar, okay? But we're gonna talk about primarily the back squat today. And this could probably be transferred over to the front squat as well. But kind of the first little tip, and I've talked about this in other squat videos that I'll link right up here. So this is like a mini tip, is the unracking of the barbell, okay? And this is kind of something that's very overlooked by people. They don't take it very seriously, but the way you unrack the barbell is gonna dictate the rest of the squat. So kind of when we're getting into this, you wanna make sure your hands are even. That's a big one. Sometimes you'll see people with an uneven grip. So I always try to base it off the knurling marks on your barbell. Every barbell is gonna be a little bit different, but hopefully you have a bar that you can measure equally with your hands. Now, as we're getting underneath of the bar, we wanna make sure that we take our time to get in the proper position, okay? We wanna just kind of go through our head to be nice and smooth, okay? So right now is when I'll take a big breath, and then I'll walk it out, 1, 2, 3 steps, most likely. And from here, we wanna make sure that we get that other breath again. Maybe we lost our air or our breath as we were unracking it. So when you're here, okay, we wanna make sure that we're just in a nice stable base and position. We're gonna get that breath again. If we have a belt on, we're breathing against that belt, causing that inner abdominal pressure. Well, I was gonna go for the squat, but I gotta tell you what the big tip is. So the big tip, now that I have maximum weight on the bar, pan around, show these bad boys how much is on here. Don't be jealous, don't be hating. What I'm seeing often is the people that dive bomb their squats, okay? So they unrack the bar, they take a couple steps out, and kind of they're maybe doing the little shaky leg thing, which kind of blows my mind that you can do dirty dancing while under the squat bar. But what they do is they just get the air and they drop right down in, and then they shoot up, okay? Now, that just is, there's a lot wrong with that, so let's bring it back in. Here, bring it back in. So, when you're doing that, one of the main things that's wrong is it all comes down to bar path, okay? There are plenty of different ways for people to squat that work for them, and that's fine. I'm not a believer in this is the exact way that you need to squat, because everyone's gonna be a little bit different. But what I can agree on with most squats is that the bar path needs to be in a nice straight line, typically over midfoot. And what that does is just keeps the weight distributed evenly throughout the feet. Now, when you go and dive bomb down like that, there's a chance that if the bar does have a little bit of give, maybe it causes separation from your body, it's gonna either put you forward or backwards. And that's gonna throw your bar path off. Maybe it's gonna put you in your toes a little bit too much, or maybe in your heels. And if you guys have had an intimate relationship with a barbell, and no, I ain't talking bedtime with the barbell, I'm talking about just squatting a lot with a barbell. You know that if the barbell goes forward an inch, it's gonna feel a lot heavier than it actually is on the bar. So you wanna make sure that the bar path is your #1 priority. And oftentimes when you're dive bombing it, it's not gonna keep that straight, perfect bar path every single time. So when you do that, something that we wanna make sure that we do, we're back under the bar, we're nice, we're set, we're stable. We unrack, 1, 2, 3. Okay, right here, we're gonna collect ourselves, we're gonna take some time. One of the biggest tips is just being patient and taking time. Okay, so you're here, you're focused, big breath. And when I'm taking that breath and breathing and bracing, I'm thinking about bending the barbell kind of across my body and almost just gluing it to wherever I need to be, whatever position, high bar or low bar, doesn't matter. So I'm braced, driving straight up, okay? So as you can tell, I didn't dive bomb it down hard, okay? And it wasn't super slow like a tempo. It's a nice comfortable pace. But as I'm squatting, I can make sure that I'm staying balanced in my feet and that the position is going to be correct. So it's kind of a, a basic tip that most people probably know about, but I think sometimes we have to be reminded of it. And I think sometimes people think, well, I got to get this done as fast as possible. And that's not necessarily the case. And I think if you guys just take that extra second at the top to collect yourself, go over your cues, get your feet nice and stable and sturdy, don't rush it and dive bomb down, your squat's gonna be a lot better, especially when you're dealing with maximum loads, okay? When you guys are, the heavier you get, the smaller room for error you have, okay? So if it's a 300-pound squat and you squat 600 pounds, 50%, no big deal. You can kind of work around that with muscle. Now, if it's a 600-pound squat, okay, and your max is gonna be 600 pounds, you better make sure that every single thing you do is pretty much spot on. Because if not, either the bar path's gonna be off, the weight could fall off your back, something bad could happen, injury could occur, these things do happen. So it's just something to think about. And I think that's a tip that I just want to address with you guys because it's something I saw in my gym a little bit more recently and something maybe you guys could benefit from or work from. So if you like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you don't, I will send Brian Alzer after you. And you guys know that guy's a serious man of business. And subscribe to the channel. That'd be really cool. I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, give me some feedback, kind of raw, uncut footage, crack some jokes here and there. I'm not really that funny, but anyway, hope you guys have a great day. Stay lean, mean, strength machine. Peace.